Thank you for being you. Thank you for all that you are. Okay, so we have some channeled messages. For the collective today. Sorry, my phone is playing up a little bit. Hopefully you can see and hear me. Good enough. Okay, so we're starting with this oracle card, which is Sun in Libra. You may be a Libra, you may be connected to a Libra. Clearing the throat chakra. Yeah, so you may be connected to a Libra, or you may have Libra in your chart, maybe in your top 3. And this is such a gorgeous message that we're starting with, okay? So the message that came through is 2 swans dancing their way out of hellfire. I know that might sound a bit dramatic, but that's very much the energy. That is the frequency. That is what we're dealing with, okay? And this oracle card, clearing. This oracle card, which has like space and planets and stuff on it, has a huge, beautiful rose. Isn't it beautiful? And 2 swans, very romantic. And the scales of justice at the top, the Libran sign. I mean, the metaphor, the symbol for Libra. And the message that comes with it is enjoy life with music, love, romance. It doesn't say enjoy life with music, love, and romance, which is interesting. Some people are like, meh, 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 about like the way other people speak, about like dictionary stuff, about, what's it called? What is that called? You know, like, what is it called? It's like when you're writing, the way you say things, the way you do things. Anyways, I'm obviously don't have enough Libra in my chart to be, you know, a Libran is very, is addiction? Is that the word? Anyway, so this is the card we're starting with. Let's just ground this energy. I hope wherever you are, you're having a beautiful day. Yeah, I had such a gorgeous day yesterday. One of the most heavenly meditations I've ever done, I gotta say. If you know, you know. Okay? All right, let's get into this message, yeah? 2 swans dancing their way out of hellfire. So swans are very romantic. Swans are very graceful. Of course, there's a story about the ugly duckling, okay? Which I always thought was kind of funny because ducklings are gorgeous. Like, ducks are so freaking cute. And then, thank you for being here, by the way. And thank you for clicking like. Thank you for sharing and subscribing. So it helps bounce out these messages to get to more members of the collective so we can rise together. I'm also getting messages about Black Swan. So you may know the movie Black Swan. Who's that got in it? Is it Keira Knightley? No, it's someone else from that 90s show, I think it is. Let's see if we can get some other messages for the Librans. Please give us clear and divine guidance to be most beneficial. So this is obviously potentially a love reading about you and somebody who you love. But this could also be 2 parts of you, right? Then we have Moon in Aries. Clearing the throat chakra. I saw this butterfly yesterday when I was doing the message. If you feel drawn to, you can check the message that I did yesterday. So we have Libra. We have Aries. Sun in Libra. Moon in Aries. That's number 7. And number 13. Oh my God, I didn't even notice at the bottom. What does it say? Harmony. And at the bottom of the Aries card, courage. Courage and harmony. One of you could embody harmony. One of you could embody courage. One of you could have a combination of both that is in some way works in this gorgeous dance. Yeah, so I'm having this image of these like, well, Black Swan is about ballet. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of cars moving in my mind's eye. And sometimes when I see cars, like the way that they navigate and move, it's almost like ballet. It's almost like this beautiful performance. Okay, more messages for Libra. Please give us clear and divine guidance to be most beneficial for everyone involved. Ooh! Sun in Aquarius. Opportunity. And that's number 11. And it says readiness for change. And there's a gorgeous big rainbow over the horizon and this sparkling sunshine shining on the water. I'm so sorry, my phone keeps playing up. You'll have to excuse. Oh. Protecting the crown chakra, protecting the third eye, protecting the throat chakra, heart chakra, and beyond. Okay, let's just ground that energy. Okay. The Hellfire was not created by you. The Hellfire was not created by you too. That's almost like me too, isn't it? There are some messages that want to come through about one of these swans though. Just give me 1 second. What was I going to use to read with? Ooh, let's work with these. Okay, I'm hearing a cackling. I'm hearing this like fantastic laughter. Please give us clear and divine guidance to be most beneficial for everyone involved. I just heard catch me if you can. And I'm seeing these swans like wrapping their necks around each other. And it's funny because when you see swans in the water, they look so graceful. But then when you see a swan out of the water, they look very different. They look almost like a different creature. Please give us clear and divine guidance. So water could be symbolic or metaphoric for you. You could have a lot of water in your chart. So what have we got at the moment? Libra, Aries, and Aquarius. So fire and air. 3 of Pentacles, collaboration. This is you and your swan partner. Your beautiful, graceful swan partner dancing. And dancing is like so much about the give and the take. It's so much about the timing of things. So much about, so I just heard divine timing. It's so much about I just heard the steps you don't take. And I just heard wait. Okay? And then I just saw like a heavyweight champ. And then they split into 2. So this could be something about, you know, 2 beings that are both fighting the same fight but using different steps is what I'm hearing. And there's a giraffe on that. I love the patterns of giraffes. That also makes me think of this shop I went to the other day. Please give me clear and divine guidance. It'll be most beneficial for everyone involved. I just heard gloves off, gloves on. Yeah, so it's like you choose when to fight, you choose when to dance, you choose when to rest, you choose when to swim, you choose when to, I just heard propagate, which makes me think about plants, of course. And then we have the 5 of Wands and the Queen of Wands. This is interference. This is some energy interfering, yeah? And I just saw this like haggardly image of this like, this like dark, sometimes I actually see people's entities, right? And there's this entity that is like, you know that painting, you might know it, you might not, and it's like these people standing, and there's these two farmers. It's like a husband and a wife kind of vibe, and they're standing with a pitchfork, which of course makes me think about pitchforks and like, you ain't from round here, that kind of energy, which is like very much linked to discrimination, very much linked to the oppression of certain parts of yourself. So you or somebody else might be oppressing certain parts of yourself. And we just want you to know that every single part of you is truly divine, okay? And that's coming from source. That is coming from prime source creator, whatever you want to call the mighty powers above. Yeah, and it's so important. There is somebody here who is trying to enforce one type of belief in God, and we need to eliminate that. Let's clear that right up. If you have someone in your life who is trying to force some particular idea of their idea of what God is on your life, then comment down below. Comment down below. Go on. I dare you. I double dare you. I triple dare you. But only the bravest of souls are actually going to comment on this video. That's what God just told me. Please give me clear and divine guidance. Why are you even playing by those rules? I just heard somebody say. Those rules are not true rules, is what I just heard. And then I just saw all these ballerinas ecstatically laughing and jumping for joy in the wings, okay? When we talk about the wings, that's like, you have the stage, yeah? I studied this a long time ago. You have the stage. If you imagine this is a bird's eye view. And then on either side of the stage, you have the wings, okay? And we say that because it's like they're the curtains on either side that the people who are about to go in for their scene or swap over, as well as the people who are changing the props, as well as the people who are maybe adjusting the lighting, even though most of the lighting obviously comes from above. This is a metaphor. This could be a metaphor for you, but take it how it resonates. And so it's like all of the ballerinas are in the wings, and they're all like so nervous, and you can just feel them like ecstatically jumping for joy when these two swans perform this divine dance. Okay? And that could be you and another person. That could be you and another part of you. That could be you and, I just heard a movement. Yeah, a change maker, a changing of times, a changing of gods. And then I'm seeing the curtains on either side of the stage change into rainbows. How beautiful. There's also the energy of many goddesses present. Wow, this is high frequency. I just heard high frequency love. And I just saw a very big shiny guitar. And then another shiny guitar next to it. And a microphone in the middle. Take that how it resonates for you. Okay, so what's this interference though? Blah. Knight of Wands. So there's a Knight of Wands involved. And of course, what's that? That's an ostrich? Ostriches. Are they the ones that stick their head in the sand? So maybe somebody who has like, who doesn't want to see the reality of what they've done and doesn't want to see the reality of what they've become is what I'm just hearing. Yeah, that could be you or somebody else. And obviously, if you're a cross watcher, just swip around the rolls, baby. I'm so sorry, my phone keeps playing up. I hope that it's working for you. We then have this little cute shooken. Oh, I just had a big confirmation. When you're an oracle and you get an itchy nose, that means it's a confirmation of something. Six of Pentacles. About giving and taking. Somebody, and then I'm seeing somebody with like this like purse. It's like an old-fashioned purse that clips at the top, and it's like rotted. It's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's almost like a piece of fruit or a vegetable rotting, or like a carcass like rotting away. And it's like this figure. I think it's a feminine figure, but there's also these masculines attached, and they all seem to be like feeding off the same teat is the energy. Oh, it's a yucky energy. Yeah, so this energy is like holding this like purse, and it's like rotting and falling apart and disintegrating, but they're like trying to like trying to navigate and trying to like put out the fire that they created, which is interesting because if the message is about hellfire, what does that actually mean? What is hellfire? What does hellfire mean to you? Might mean something different for somebody else, right? Okay. Yeah, so someone in your life is interfering with this divine love. Yeah, this divine union. Oh, there I am. This divine union. Am I perfect enough today? I just heard Princess of Protest. That's cute. Princess of Protest, hey? Is that perfect enough today? You may be feeling drawn to do extra protection around your crown chakra. You may be drawn to sage your bed, to use sound instruments as much as you can. And there's some kind of deity that's wanting to talk to you. There's some kind of deity. And every time I try and like focus in on this gorgeous energy that we have of the two swans doing this beautiful dance, the dance that changes the world, the dance that changes the world. And this reminds me of an ancient story that has to do with a war dancer, like some kind of divine feminine energy that that danced this war dance that changed the world. I can't remember what it is. I think it's like astral legend kind of vibe. If you remember, comment down below. Comment down below if you remember or you know what I'm talking about. Is that perfect enough yet? Sorry, please excuse. You know what? I'm probably a little bit extra hyper because I've had so much lately. Please give me clear and divine guidance to be most beneficial for everyone involved. A dance that changes the world. I'm seeing somebody tangoing. The look of love is in your eyes. Oh, look. I can't remember. What's the rest of it? If you remember, comment down below. Okay, let me see. I don't want to read on this interference, but apparently we have to. This haggard energy that is like holding on to this rotting purse. Yeah. And I just heard you need to give back what is not yours. Yeah. Nine of Pentacles. We have this gorgeous energy, this slow-moving tortoise energy. You may be encouraged to take moments in this dance where you slow down, where you take your time, and then there are moments where like the beat speeds up and you got to move fast, move with the beat. And Libran energy is all about balance, right? Divine balance, divine balance. Of course, everyone's idea of balance is different. Temperance is a gorgeous energy that is connected to the higher ups, but also connected to finding balance between the different parts of yourself. I almost heard different parts of different chakras, right? So balancing out the chakras could be important for you at this time, or someone you're connected to, someone you love. I just heard in love. And then I just heard in love but single, which is interesting because that's like a paradigm breaker in itself. And then I just heard Pollyanna. Pollyanna, Pollyanna. Who is Pollyanna? If you remember, comment down below. Okay. And thank you so much for clicking like, sharing, and subscribing here at Codes of Harmony, where we seek harmony both within and without. Oh, this is a sweet energy. There's something about humor between you and this other swan as well. Like y'all can make each other laugh, and y'all can teach each other things, and y'all can like give and take in a way that is that makes the gods chuckle, is what I just heard, which is kind of sweet and cute. But we also know that there's a you know, if it's about hellfire, hellfire is mighty long, is what I'm hearing. It's a long, long stretch of hellfire that we have to navigate through and get through all these demonic forces and break apart all of these systems and structures that even try and creep within one. Yeah? One is in you. So you really have to be aware of what energies, particularly if like this creature, this like, I've got no purse, is like trying to tempt somebody with money, and the swans know better. One of them may have been confused for a little while. But it feels like, and obviously only take this if it resonates, it feels like that is changing. Hellfire always remains, for we need all elements, and each element has a dark and a light. You can use your fire energy for good or for bad. I just heard self-love. You can use your divine, sharp mind for good or for bad. You can use the depths of your watery emotions and your tears and the waters within you for good or for bad. What's the other one? Oh yeah, earth. You can use your physical body for good or for bad. And I just saw a big Hollywood sign in my mind's eye. Huge Hollywood sign. Hollywood, and then I saw it as like two different words, like Hollywood, which is actually a character from one of my favorite all-time movies. I can't remember what that is right now. If you remember, comment down below. And thank you for clicking like, sharing, and subscribing here at Codes of Harmony. Messages for Libra. Messages for Libra. And there's something about the letter C connected to this, like the creep mama who's holding the purse, right? There's something about the C word. Yeah? Cold, can't, colossal, kaleidoscope. Okay. Ooh, 2 of Wands, which has a huge stingray or mantle properly here. Wow. Okay. And it's so interesting. It's got I've just noticed these red ribbons here. These red ribbons, which in my culture, one of my cultures, the Chinese heritage that I hold within my bloodline, that is actually a way of, and it's, you know, is incredibly smart, like wildly intelligent. And as we continue to manifest this new reality, defined, just clearing the energy, let's just hive mind intelligence. What are you going to do with all that clairsentient knowledge? What are you going to do with all that wisdom and that big, booming, beautiful third eye of yours? What you gonna do, right? Because if you choose the coins, if you rely too heavily on the earth energy, on the physicality, then karma is going to link you terribly to that haggard purse, yeah, that like that hellfire creature that is stuck in this like toxic farmhouse with this like holding on to this like rotting flesh, and I just saw Lady Gaga, flesh purse that is rotting and falling apart, yeah. Whoa, this is big energy. I think I'm going to do a lot of readings today. I just got that feeling. Many of you are being tested. The Librans are being tested. The air signs are being tested. Oh, let's just clear that energy. Being tested. And just keep dancing. Keep singing. Keep your eye on love and what's most important in this world. Because all that glitters is not gold, and all that promises to pay you will not hold, especially not in a quantum world where what you do energetically comes back to you tenfold. And I just saw video games, like somebody going meh, 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 meh. And it's just actually something I've been wanting to bring to people's attention, and maybe I'll make a separate video about this, but I'll just lightly brush on it now, is that if we're all here talking about everything being so quantum that we manifest this reality, and that there are different planes of existence and different realms, then isn't it a little bit creepy and weird to, and like on a quantum energetic level, that there are all these people murdering characters in the realm of video games? And so if you believe in quantum, if you believe in astral space, if you believe in energy, like energetically, spiritually, isn't that, maybe I'll do a different video about it. If you've got any comments, comment down below. Sorry, just one sec. Okay. And I just heard a really lovely laughter, which made me laugh. It's funny because I think it's a Jewish proverb about, I can't remember it properly right now. If you remember, comment down below. That laughter is, how does it go? It's something about, I guess it's kind of like, if you don't laugh, you'll cry kind of thing. But Jewish people are known for getting through everything that they went through as a people via having this like awesome sense of humor. And I feel like a lot of Black people understand that, a lot of Indigenous people understand that, and a lot of marginalized people understand that. And there is something, it's like this humor, this awesome sense of humor that you and this other swan have, right? And for some of you, it's multiple swans. Some of you, it's more than one swan. Some of you, it's like this gorgeous symphony of swans. It's funny when you say swans over and over again, isn't it? It's so funny when you go places, it's almost always white swans though. My peoples, we have black swans. They have these gorgeous, shiny, beautiful black feathers. But then all the parks you go to in most places, like big cities and stuff, they're white swans. Anyways, what was I saying? There's a really like cute energy here in this reading. And I just saw Gomez and Morticia dancing together. Very sensual, romantic energy, and only take what resonates. Obviously, this may